All right, shalom, shalom. It's not GMS lesson coming back at you. Before we do get into this lesson, we want to start by giving our honor, glory, and praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Bahashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shai,
Ba'ashem,
Bahashem,
Ruach HaKodash. Mm-hmm. Next up, the honor show Apostles, Elder Great Millstone, toss 100% truth of the Bible and who rule well. Peace, love, salutations to all the brothers across the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth in all diligence and sincerity. All right, and it's the brothers from the JMS North Carolina Church out here in Raleigh. It's me and the brother Tazabah, the brother Shawai. We were able to put together a little well edifying lesson, right, on fearing the Lord, man. Right, especially with the times we're in, right. Well, it doesn't matter what time we're in, but more especially, with this, the Lord, all this judging that's going on here in the earth, man, and us being in these last days, right? There's no better time than now to repent, turn back, and get right with the Lord, and that all starts with the fear of the Lord, man. So, bro, you got it.
All right. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 7. It says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction."
That's right. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, right? And what knowledge? The wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the principal knowledge, the principal understanding, the real higher learning, man, is with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Right? There's nothing on this earth that can compare. Right? And it says, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Because when we talk about the fear of the Lord, right, we're talking about obedience, right? So, that's instruction. This word is nothing but instruction, man. Right? The laws, statutes, commandments, right? We use this word on how to govern ourselves, man, as a nation, Israel. Again, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right, along with the Israelite foreigners. But right, this is what this is all about, especially in these times, with us being discontinued from our heritage, this word being taken from us for a while, coming back to it. It's all about putting away the ways of the world and hearkening to the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So but the fools of our people, right, they can't get right. They've been indoctrinated with the ways and philosophies of the world, which is the do as I will, right? That when Rome spirit. Because what here, America, the epicenter of wickedness on the earth, is just the revitalization of the Roman Empire, right? That do as thou wilt spirit, that when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So our people are fully drunken off the Babylon juice, man. They will just want to do what they want. They don't want no instruction. They don't want to be told what to do. They don't want to put away their ways and change and get right. Right? They want to continue in their wickedness, man. All right? You got it, bro.
It's the book of Job, chapter 28, verse 28. "And unto man he said, Behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
And to depart from evil is understanding."
Right. So behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. Right? And what is wisdom? Wisdom is the application of what's learned. Right? Because it's not just, enough to just know something. Right? But are you actually applying these scriptures, this word, to your everyday lives, man? Right? Because it wouldn't be very much wise for you to know something, right? We know that the fear of the Lord coincides with obedience, right? We know that means that we're getting right, following the ways of the Lord, but it wouldn't be very wise if you don't actually apply the ways to your life and actually do them, right? And to depart from evil is understanding. So you're showing forth your understanding by putting away the ways of this world, putting down the cigarettes, blunts, black and milds, right? Not sleeping with the next man's woman. As a woman, stepping out on your husband, committing adultery, getting tattoos all over your body, right? Eating shrimp, pork, crab, lobster, right? Not keeping up with the dietary laws to the best of your ability, right? that shows forth your understanding when you put away the ways of this world, right, and turn back unto the Lord, right? That you understand that it's the Lord's way, right, or no way, or the highway, right? It's either the Lord's way for Lord willing salvation and deliverance, or the world's way for death and destruction, man. Right? You got it, bro.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 1, verse 20. It says, the root of wisdom is to fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Right.
And
no, you got it.
And the branches thereof are long life.
Mm-hmm. Right. So the root of wisdom, right? So as you can see, right, fear and wisdom go hand in hand, right? It goes hand in hand. As a matter of fact, because I quoted it a whole bunch of times, that fear coincides with obedience. Can you grab, since you're already in Sirach, can you get Sirach 2 and 15 real quick?
All right. It's the book of Sirach 2 and 15. It says, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways.
Right. So fear, love, right? It all coincides with obedience, because they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him, which we know to love somebody, that's an action. That's a verb. It ain't just lip service, right? They will keep his ways. So the fear of the Lord, which coincides with obedience, is the root of wisdom. And what's the root? The root is the foundation, the beginning, right? And the branches thereof of long life. So when you see a big tall tree in the sky and the branches that spring forth from it, right, which is long life, that's that the taller the tree is in the sky, the deeper the roots. That's why you don't see that tree being bent, shaken, right, pulled up, because it has deep roots. And that's how we are to be with the Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the fear of the Lord. With that wisdom, we're supposed to be rooted so we can't be shaken each and every to and fro way. Why? Because we're rooted deeply with the fear of the Lord, man, which is wisdom, right? Which is being obedient, keeping the laws, statutes, commandments to the best of our abilities, and applying the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to our lives. This is our standard. This is what we're to live by, right? As Israelites, a true chosen people who are to be the example here on the earth, man, out of all the nations. All right? You got it, bro.
All right, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, Sirach 1 and 21, chapter 1 and 21. It says, the fear of the Lord driveth away sins.
Mm-hmm.
And where it is present, it turneth away wrath.
The fear of the Lord driveth away sins. Why? Because when you fear the Lord and you're trying your best, to the best of your ability, to be obedient, keeping the law, statutes, commandments, because we know that what? Sin is the transgression of the law. So the fear of the Lord is going to turn that away. Because you can be like, well, I ain't going to do this. I ain't going to do that. I ain't going to do this or do that because I know that what could happen to me, I could get judged for this, right? Right? Or put to death for this, right? We're looking for salvation, that long life, right? The everlasting salvation, the kingdom of heaven. Lord willing, we make it on that first go around, right? And those that make it are going to be those who put themselves in the position to drive those sins away through the fear of the Lord, man. Right? Can you read that last part again?
It says, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath.
That's right, because that's what's coming. The wrath of the day of the Lord. That's what's coming, right? So, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath. Right? Read that one more time for me, Salaki.
Ecclesiastes Sirach, chapter 1 and 21 says, the fear of the Lord driveth away sins, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath.
Right, because what did the Lord say he was going to do? He said he's going to bring the sword, famine, death, and destruction, man. Plagues upon the world. So where the fear of the Lord is present, will Lord willing be delivered from all this hell and destruction and chaos that's about to ensue upon the face of the earth, man. Through what? The fear of the Lord, being obedient. Right? You got it, bro.
This Ecclesiastes Sirach, chapter 19, verse 18. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtained of his love.
That's right. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him. We got to remember, we're trying to be accepted of the Most High, man, not the other way around. Right? And the first step is what? Being obedient, the fear of the Lord. Right? And wisdom obtained of his love. So the fear of the Lord is wisdom, right? And that's what obtained his love, right? We should be putting our best foot forward and serving the Lord and doing whatever it is that pleases him, man. Right? You got it.
Verse 19, it says, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. And they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality.
You see, the knowledge of the commandments is the doctrine of life. So knowing the commandments of the Lord, the law, statutes, commandments, knowing them, keeping them, following them to the best of our ability, right? Because yes, we preach the law, but we're not preaching that solely keeping the law is what's going to save you, right? But what? We know that the knowledge of the law, statutes, commandments, and keeping them to the best of our ability, right? Judges 5 and 11, rehearsing the righteous acts, right, is the doctrine of life, right? And they that do the things that are pleasing to him, right? Because how do we know that these things are pleasing to him? One, because we're commanded to do it. Two, because when we transgress them, the Lord punished us. We're talking about 500 years of hardcore slavery. We're talking about 70 AD. We're talking about the Trail of Tears. We're talking about all the calamities and captivities and woes that befell our people for transgressing the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? So we know that it will behoove us to do the things that please the Lord. Why? Because they that do so receive the fruit of the tree of immortality, man, the kingdom of heaven. And that's the goal, right? It should be. That's our hope. That's our expectation, that if we are obedient to the Most High, that we will receive that reward, man. All right? You got it.
Ecclesiastes Sirach, chapter 19, verse 20, it says, the fear of the Lord is all wisdom. Mm-hmm. And in all wisdom is the performance of the law.
Mm-hmm. Right. The fear, it says, and it is all wisdom. So with the fear of the Lord, it is all wisdom, right? When the word all means you ain't lacking in nothing. You ain't missing nothing. It is all wisdom, all right? And you read that one more time, Baba Shah?
It says, Sirach 19 and 20, it says, the fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law, and the knowledge of his omnipotency.
So in all wisdom is the performance of the law, right? Once again, keeping them to the best of our abilities, right? In this time that we're in, we're not going to be perfect in the law. But what all wisdom is the performance of the law, actually doing it, right, to the best of our ability, and the knowledge of his omnipotency, right? That's all wisdom, acknowledging the fact that the Lord, he is. That's what his name is. He is, he to be, he exists, right? And that there is no other. And he is the highest power, the only power, our power, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, right? The omnipotent being. His range is limitless. His power is limitless, right? And there is none other. All right, you got it, bro.
This is Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
That's right. The wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our times, because all hell is about to break loose. And what's going to keep the elect stable, Lord willing we be a part of that number, is this wisdom and knowledge. Which is what? Which is gained through the fear of the Lord. You got it.
And strength of salvation.
So our salvation, the strength of our salvation is predicated on what? The fear of the Lord. Our salvation is predicated off of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is gained through being obedient to the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. You got it.
fear of the Lord is his treasure.
And when you treasure something, you hold it higher to anything else, man. Right? When you treasure something, you got a pot of gold or whatever, it's a treasure. You treasure it more than anything else. And that's what we do with the fear of the Lord. That's what we do with being obedient to the Most High, right? Because it's a treasure, right? It's worth something. It's the most valuable thing that we could ever obtain, right? Having that spirit of faith and trusting the Lord and knowing the fact that being obedient to the Lord, it really ain't no choice. Because it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and he chooses whoever really gets right or not, right? So, but with just saying all that, the fear of the Lord is a big deal because it is our key to success. It is our key to salvation, right? And without it, right, you will be unrooted and you will be moved away by any wind or gust, right? Pulling you away from salvation, man. All right? So, hey, look, with that, me and the brother are going to close it out, giving peace and love to your elect. Shalom.